Oh, howdy there, pals and gals. Kindergarten teacher land, coming in hot. So today I'm going to be attempting to recreate a celebrity makeup look, which in the past hasn't bode well for me. But I'm feeling particularly sluggish today, and I thought that maybe trying to do a fabulous makeup look would help perk up my soul and perk up my... What's happening here? I don't know. It's like Piano appeared on Uber Eats, which is our favorite Italian place, and it's almost as if I ordered 2 pastas and a pizza last night, and it's almost as if my body is rejecting me for that creamy, cheesy decision. We can't be sure. So, this is an old magazine cover of Sophie Turner. Ugh, her Elle April issue. This makeup is by Lisa Story Makeup on Instagram, this fabulous makeup artist. And the second I saw this, I was like, yes, I need to do it. And it's been sitting here on my shelf, and the makeup look has been saved on my phone for many a months now. And it's high time that I finally do it. And the reason why I think I was drawn to it is because it's kind of a more simple looking makeup. Like, I think that we'll be able to achieve this using like a one palette wonder situation. So I tried my best to find the closest matching shirt that I could find to give the illusion of this look. Some green and blue and creamy things in here. How did I do? And now that it's arrived, we're gonna try and recreate this look. So let's start with the base for this look. She's got a pretty simple base on, you guys. Like, I know in photography, if things are on a little bit deeper or the color might be more intense in person, sometimes it goes away and kind of fades in photography. But by the looks of it, she's got no heavy bronze on. She's a beautifully creamy, pale gal, really emphasizing the freckles there. Her skin's perfect anyway, and a really light pink blush. So I'm gonna go pretty chill with the complexion, try to cover up my zits as best as I can. And I'm gonna start with the Bite Changemaker foundation. I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand and just apply this little by little with a brush. And this one's a great shade right now because I'm definitely at my most pale, and I like that this one has a very neutral undertone. It's not too cool, it's not too pink, and it's not too yellow. It's just like perfectly neutral to match my complexion, and it's also got a little bit more coverage than my normal everyday dew, so hopefully this will help the zitty situation on my face. So I'm gonna blend that in with the foundation brush. I'm taking it off the back of my hand just so I don't go too overboard with this. Sometimes when I don't use a sponge, I can go a little crazy and heavy-handed with product because I'm so used to just removing it with the sponge. But I'm just gonna take it little by little. So just blending that all over. Ooh, trying to cover up our zitty situations. I'm also intentionally kind of taking that over my lips a little bit because my lips are quite pigmented naturally, and hers are too. But I'm going to try my best to like mimic that lip look as best as I can. So I'm just going over my lips a little bit as well. And then I'm going to go in with concealer. This Tom Ford concealer is very nicely neutral as well. I have this in the shade 4.0, and I'm really going to focus that in the inner corners of the eyes where I'm looking quite tired. And just focus this on my zits as well. And I'm making sure to pat this into my eyelid as well because I really want that to be a nice neutral creamy base on my eyelid as well. Like, I don't want all of my bluey veins and redness popping out of there because this is quite a soft creamy gray look. Okay, so I'm actually going to stop the base there for now just because we are going to be playing with some deeper shadow and some eyeliner, and in case I screw up, I don't want to like perfect the base and then mess up something on the eyes and have to go in and fix that up later. So what I'm going to do now is head into the brows. We'll then do the eye makeup, let all the skin goodness settle in, and then we'll finish up the base to finish off. So I'm going to take my Dior brow styler, and Sophie Turner's eyebrow is quite like lifted at the end. It's almost like she's done the whole like, you know, shaving the brow on the tip there. So I'm going to try and not fill in any product there and make my brows have a more thin and lifted look. So I'm not going to fill them in too much, and then I'm going to really like, I don't know, normally I would like brush all my hairs up, but I'm gonna try and do her look where it's like very smooth and sleeked across. So if I were to like pinch my brows together, I too have quite a much more thin brow than I usually make them appear. So I'm just gonna straighten that line a little bit here. Oh, what a weird look for me. And my brows. Oh my heavens. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like pinching that together to look more like her brow, and then I'm really like exaggerating the flicked out at the end to give it more of the illusion of a lifted brow. If I can't stand the brows on me in a little bit, I might go in and just do my regular brow look, but we'll see how long this goes for. I'm gonna take some clear brow gel and just set that in. So I'm just like moving it straight across, and then I'm flicking out the ends. That looks so weird. Ah, okay, I'm so not used to that. This is so funny. I'm gonna zoom you in and let's head into the eyes. Okay, so for the eye look, we've got like a really strong eyeliner, but not much of a wing. There's some like strong 60s like twiggy vibes here where they've drawn on some liner to emphasize the bottom lashes. And we've got just like a nice little deep gray crease here with quite a light creamy base all over the lid. No shimmer in sight. This is a very matte look, and I think like by the looks of the colors, I have a feeling I'll be able to do the entire look with the Victoria Beckham Tuxedo palette. I also have my Marc Jacobs highliner here for the black liner, and we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna give it an attempt, guys. See if we can do this look. So I'm gonna start by taking a thick fluffy brush and this lightest shade in here, this very creamy white, which I think will be perfect for the base that is on here already. And I'm gonna use that to create that creamy shadow color across the base, but also to set in the concealer there. So you've got this little line that's created by my crease of concealer. That creased with the concealer, whatever, you know what I mean. So we're setting that in, giving it an all over creamy beige kind of look, and making sure that there is no more wetness left behind. I'm actually just pressing a little bit of that just right into these inner corner areas as well, because it looks quite bright there. We might brighten it up more later, but just for now, I'm going to place that shadow directly into the inner corners as well. So now let's try this gray fun. I'm gonna start with this center gray shade. It looks like in some photos it looks a lot lighter, in some of the photos it looks a lot deeper. So I might go in with a little layer of this shade right here to deepen it if need be, but I'm gonna start with the gray and kind of map out that shape. So I'm gonna do is start with my eyes open and just really try and follow the shape of my crease. So I'm gonna start it like here and just really softly bring that line down, kind of creating like a little crescent moon shape across my crease. And it just stops like right at the tip of her eye. Okay, I'm kind of scared to do this, but I do think I'm gonna take like a smaller brush and dip into that deeper kind of gray brown and just deepen this a little bit. I'm not getting the same like deeper vibes as I wanted to, so I'm gonna really softly with a smaller brush. Yeah, see, even that emphasizes it so much more. I'm just gonna so softly go over that line and deepen it up a little bit more. Oh, it's so scary. But I do think that this is like the depth I needed for this gray part. Before we go into the liner, I'm going to take that same deeper shade with that same small brush, and I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. It looks like the lower lash line is deeper than the crease, so I'm just going to, yeah, this is going all the way into the waterline. So I'm just going to run that across the lower lashes and right up into the waterline. Well, this is interesting. This reminds me of when I was 12 and emo. Okay, now let's take the liner. So this is Blacquer from Marc Jacobs. And let's try and do this little liner moment. I'm gonna trace the lash line. It's not too thick, and then it almost like just follows the lash line and has a little natural point like right at the end. So I'm gonna stop like right at the end of my eye. And then I'm going to switch to the brush and just take product from the liner and try and follow as closely as possible along my lash line. Which is kind of hard for me because I've got quite a wrinkly little inner eye area here. This is a Smith 202 brush. think that's as pointy as I'm gonna be able to make it in there. I'm just gonna pop some into the waterline as well, because it seems to be that she's got quite a blacked out look there. What a fun little thing. I feel like I'm painting art. I'm making art. There we go. Okay, there's the little tip I was looking for. Let's try and do the lower lash line. I'm just gonna finish this eye before I go ahead and ruin this side, because I just need to, you know, gain my confidence in some areas. So what it appears is that there's some little dot action, okay, with the liner, and then as it approaches the outer corner of the eye, there's two lines of liner. Two faux lashes. Is that too long? Oh God. I think I made that one too long. Ah! I think we need some more dotty smudges here. So I'm gonna put one here. This isn't going so well for me, is it? How do they make them such solid little lashes? I think I'm just gonna have to leave mine looking kind of like smudges, because that's just how it's turning out. I thought this would be the easiest part. I wasn't expecting my difficulty to come from creating two little lines. My goodness. I'm just gonna go in with mascara. I'm gonna take the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. And I'm just gonna kind of like press that along my waterline as well, because maybe that will emphasize the failed lash look that I've tried to create here. She doesn't have a very lashy look on the top, but maybe that will help me. So I'm just gonna apply mascara and I'm just gonna pull the lashes outward. Okay. Why do I look so dark and evil? Alright, well, let's go in and try and fix up the rest of the face. I'm gonna pull out my Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow, because she doesn't have too much bronze going on, but just a nice little chiseling. And this is a nice, like, lighter shade of cool toned contour bronzer. So I'm just gonna chisel out the cheeks here. I am gonna take some of this down the bridge of my nose. She has such a cute little thin nose. Be like, I look so sick. I'll take a little dusting of this just to be safe, but otherwise I don't really see any highlighted moments going on. And then for blush, I'm gonna take some Nudestix Bareback, and her blush was placed like quite high up, almost like here, whereas normally I'd start on the apples of my cheeks. Hers was quite far back, so I'm just gonna start it out there, and then I'll just kind of blend that into the contour bronzer that we've done, kind of giving a more like lifted cheek look. Okay, I feel weird. Let's go into the lips. I'm gonna take Marc Jacobs Nudist. She's just got a super light, balmy lip. Nothing's like too defined or crazy. And I'm just gonna try and not overline my lips like I'm so used to. And just do something a little bit more natural looking, I suppose. Like normally I'd just go, woo, right above my lip line. I'm just gonna try and keep it a little bit smaller. Oh my god, this is so like the opposite to how I normally do my makeup. Feels so weird. Okay, and then I'm gonna take, this doesn't even have a number anymore. It's completely rubbed off. It's one of the YSL Tint lip balms, the nudie pink one. Because she looks like she's maybe even got a gloss, but hardly anything. So this one has a nice like mixture of a nude pink undertone. So just a little wash of that. And then I'm gonna take some of the Kosas Jellyfish wet oil, because she's got quite a glossy lip. I'm just gonna put a layer of that to emphasize the gloss a little bit more. Okay, let's give this hair the very sleek, straight look. I feel like I'm the newest member of the Addams family. Here's my attempt at recreating the look. I feel like I need to go out into the sun and have a little photo shoot moment to get the sun's warmth on my face to make me feel less dead looking. So I'm gonna do that and we'll report back and see how I feel out in the real world. BRB. Okay everyone, that was my attempt at recreating the Sophie Turner Elle cover. Let me know how you think I did in the comments down below, and if there are any other looks that you want me to attempt to recreate, also let me know in the comments down below. Farewell everyone. See you in tomorrow's video. Toodles. And that's the tea.